Hello and welcome to www.luxurytolast.com. Today I want to talk about upsetting my watch collection. Now, just to fill you in about what's happened is what's actually happened is I have sold my Vacheron and Constantin vintage dress watch. I got really good money for it. And I just feeling it's a bit hard to explain, but the dynamics of my collection has completely been fucked up. Now you might say, what do I mean by that? Well, before I had 8 pieces, I had a really nice collection, and just because I've sold one piece, it's put my whole collection into a strange sort of limbo. Let me explain. Beforehand, I had the Vacheron Constantin dress watch, I had my Patek Philippe, and I had an Audemars ultra thin dress watch. So that was my dress watches. To complement that, I had a quartz two-tone Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. I also had a quartz steel large size Santos. I had an Explorer 2, and I also had a Omega Speedmaster. That's the Speedmaster Professional Man on the Moon. Okay, so, I had a bit of growth there. I wanted to add some sort of diving watch, and I wanted to add, another beautiful Jaeger-LeCoultre piece, like a Master 1000. But what's happened now is it's kind of, because I've sold the Vacheron and Constantin, the yin and yang of my collection has gone out the fucking window. I'm no longer... whereas all the pieces sat in nicely and I got a warm glow from them, all of a sudden I'm not happy with my collection, and I'm not happy with the direction, and I want to sell things off. Let me give you an example. As soon as I sold the Vacheron and Constantin, I thought to myself, well, my Audemars Piguet ultra thin, it's a ultra thin dress watch. I said it doesn't really belong in the collection now, because the reason I had it was to be with the Vacheron. So I'm thinking, well, that piece doesn't really have a purpose anymore. And then I'm looking at my collection and I'm thinking, I really want to buy an Audemars, an AP Royal Oak automatic in steel. I'm thinking, well, my quartz two-tone piece, do I really want it? I want to sell it. Then I'm thinking to myself, well, hang on a minute. I don't think my Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon watch is prestigious enough to belong in my collection. So all of a sudden, I'm starting to have doubts about the pieces in my collection. I want to sell pieces off, and I want to buy other things, and it's just, the whole thing has fucking fallen down like a card trick, and I'm really having trouble with it. I mean, the fundamentals have gone. I've now gone and had a look at buying another Vacheron Constantin, and there's nothing I really like. And the Vacheron I had was a beautiful, beautiful piece. I don't think I can get another one like it. And if I want to get a more modern Vacheron, wow, they're considerably more expensive. They're quite dear critters. So that's probably not, it's kind of it's a weird feeling. I mean, I the other day I wore my Royal Oak, and I'm just thinking, oh fuck, it's too small, it's quartz. I really want to get a larger automatic size, and I've never really had that feeling before. And then I wore my Cartier Panther quartz today, and I'm thinking to myself, oh fuck, I hate the tick of the quartz. I can't stand it. If I get rid of that, and I get rid of my Audemars Piguet, and I get rid of my my Omega Speedmaster, I could then buy an automatic Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, and I'm just starting to have weird thoughts there. And I tell you this now, when I had the Vacheron, I felt my collection was balanced. I liked any of the pieces I could have worn and loved them, and had a nice glow about the other pieces I've got in my collection. Now, I've really fucked the dynamics, and it's it's quite a weird feeling. I don't know how quite to describe this, but I've fucked the dynamics by selling one piece. And let me have a think about it, okay? I mean, I don't know. It's just something I've noticed here. I've fucked the dynamics by getting rid of a piece. I think out of the remaining 7 pieces I've got, so I've sold the Vacheron. I've got, the remaining pieces that I really love and want to keep. My Patek Calatrava 5107 in white gold. That's certainly a keeper. My Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date. That's another keeper. So I love both of those. Okay. My Rolex Explorer 2 white dial. Now, some people would say, that they want to get the black dial or they want to get the solid end-link bracelet, but I really wanted a piece that was white dial and also had the side holes in the case and had an oyster clasp on it. So I'm actually quite happy with that one. So that's that third piece there. That Rolex Explorer 2 is certainly a keeper. So that's 3 pieces. Okay, I suppose the other ones are all up in the air there. The Omega Speedmaster, Man on the Moon. I could keep or sell it. That's something. The Audemars Piguet Ultra Thin, the slim Audemars, I could keep or sell that. That's certainly, I don't have to keep that. So that the 2 APs. So the Omega Speedmaster, the Audemars Ultra Thin. Okay. The what other pieces do I have there? The Cartier Panther. That was a present from my wife. I don't really want to flick it, but I could flick it if I really was pushed. And the thing is, of course, if I got an automatic Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, I could probably flick the two-tone quartz one. So, this is the kind of dilemma you get there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do nothing. I'm just going to hold, and I'm going to post this video, and I want my viewers to give me some advice there. What should I do? I fucked my yin and the yang of the collection, and I'm feeling a little bit down. So please send me your advice. The other thing is, how many watches do you really want? How many do you need? What's a good size collection? Do you need 20? Do you need 30? Do you need 5? Do you need 4? What is it? What number of watches would make you happy? I mean, I've had times where I've only had 2 or 3 luxury watches, and I've that's fit in quite nicely. Other times I've had many watches, and I've enjoyed that as well. But what do you really need in your collection? So come and tell me, and let me know what your opinion is. Thanks for listening to my rant, and keep watching my videos. Thank you.